And there's a common view that at Pentecost, which is what you're referring to, which was after my death, 40 days after my death, that a group of people got together, similar to here actually, around about 120 people though, rather than 60 or 70, and they got together and they prayed together and they received God's love, and there's a concept that it transformed their entire existence magically. That's the Bible view of it. It's not true. It's not what happened. What happened instead was that there were some of the people who were there who received love because it was a sincere moment. It also happened after my death, so they were quite emotional about my passing and dying, and they were desperate to have a connection with God, partially because of that. Many of them did receive love, but because of their individual feelings that they had towards God in that moment, which was encouraged by the group and also by a group of spirits. And then as a result of that, many of them had a transformational experience, and they started to honour God more than they honoured the rest of their life sins. So when you do that, you will find it's like the people around you will think you're a different person. They will think you're changed. And of course you have been. But it's only because your feeling inside has changed towards God and how important that is. That's why the change occurred. So don't think that this is going to be some magical mystery tour ride. Is that how it goes? Bee Gees, is it? Beatles, magical mystery tour. And it's sort of like, it's not like that. It's going to require a pure desire on your part. God's not going to force love on you, and he's not going to force you into acting in harmony with it if you do receive it. That is a decision you are going to have to make for yourself. So part of the truth is that there is no magical solution here. This is why people want a Messiah, right? Because they want there to be a magical solution where somebody comes along and says, you don't have to do anything, I'll do it all for you. It's not going to work like that. You're going to have to do it yourself. And it's going to have to be driven by the sincerity that you have in relation to God. That's what will drive it. And without that sincerity, it's going to be a very difficult process. Not impossible, because there are people in the spirit world who have progressed to the 6th year of the spirit world by engaging a different process without God, but still purifying their love. They've had to do that. The law of compensation is the law that governs that. But what I'm recommending to you is to not do that. I'm recommending connect to God, connect to the love that God has, eventually have some of that love in you, and then you are going to have to make decisions. Once you receive some of God's love, you're going to have to make decisions in harmony with truth and love on your own day-to-day life. And when I say have to, you don't have to, because it's a decision, it's a choice. But if you want to continue to have a relationship with God, you're going to have to. Yeah?